potentially have the rare files, and that was great. Then the second box that everyone was automatically expecting that same sort of vibe as the first one. And even in the bear market, that second box was holding a 1.5 to 2 Ethereum floor.
Yeah.
And what they came out and did is they said to everyone, look, there's going to be a snapshot in the next day or two. This date, this particular date, this time, make sure you don't trade around that date and time. Right? Fair enough. But it was a different thing to what we used to with the monoliths, right? So they did a snapshot, all good. And they said, the snapshot's going to be, we're going to drop you a monolith 3. Now, that should have been our hint to what they did, because why drop us something if you could automatically assume it's not going to be that you can reveal it. Literally overnight, they turned your monolith 2, the one that's been snapshot, they turned it into this. They unilaterally turned it into this lacing engine NFT. So you went to bed at night, you had a monolith with a floor price of about 1.5 to 2 Ethereum, and you woke up the next morning and you had a lacing system which has now got a floor price of 0.1. So that sat that sat quite hard, because they literally converted what you had into this without any heads up, and everyone was expecting to get more from it. With that said, remember, there was a snapshot, so anyone who held is going to be getting the monolith 3. They were only going to drop the monolith 3 next year, but because of all the FUD as a result of this, and I'm going to get into the shoes soon, but as a result of this, and I'll tell you what this is, which leads to the shoes, they decided to drop the monolith X, which is the monolith box 3 now. So everyone got airdropped yesterday a monolith 3 box. You can see, mostly because of the FUD, it's sitting at half an ETH. At 0.65. Full disclosure, I got airdrop 1, and I bought another 3 off the floor at 0.6.
Bro, no.
So maybe that answers. I'm still believing these guys like you can't believe. But hold on, we're not there yet.
You got no. Hold on. They're 0.63 right now. It's gonna go down. You got to sell.
No.
Sell and buy back in later, bro. It's coming down. Why would it go up?
It was sitting at 1 ETH, and I bought in a 0.6 whatever. It's already gone down. I think it's going to bounce. But the point is this. Hold on. The point is this, and there's a lot here. They came out after all the FUD. Now, the FUD was also linked to this. The other part of this, what is this? This is basically a guaranteed ability to mint their shoes, which we're going to get into, which are really, like, controversially, I think they're sick in theory, but I don't like the design. But either way, so it's a discount. It's whitelist to mint and a 20% discount to if you mint. So you basically have to pay for the shoes, right?
Yeah.
And so, the community felt like they're being monetized and treated as consumers instead of as being a part of the project, right? They since came out with a tweet and said, and I've got the tweet, we'll get there, that they have made a mistake and that they're going to rectify it, and they are going to give you what you come to expect in the next monolith that they've just airdropped early to you. So what I'm saying is that before all of this, the monolith 2 was sitting at a 1.5 to 2 ETH floor. So straight away, the reason that these aren't 1.5 to 2 ETH is just because of the FUD. They should be 1.5 to 2 ETH, because at that time we thought they were going to do similar to what they did in the previous first monolith. Now they've made a mistake in monolith 2. The floor's dropped to 0.1, and now they've said we're going to do that in this next monolith. So in theory, these are worth 1.5 to 2 Ethereum. So I'm happy to buy the FUD. I also bought a couple of crypto kicks. I've been going mad, bro. This is the time to buy.
So to answer everybody's question, Philip has not gone out of and been flooded out of the Rtfkt system. In fact, he's even more convicted after they've had a slew of different decisions that have, gone one way or the other. I don't know, dude. Here's what I think. I think when you start to go this deep and you start to create this much stuff within the ecosystem, it's just ultra high risk. It's like Doodles when they start to venture into more. I think the value has no place to go but sometimes down, at least temporarily, just because we don't know what's going on. And, you know, obviously, like the more there is, the less it's worth, just because of supply and demand. But I think it's also necessary. And I think it's okay if we get away from everything being about money and going up in price. It's okay for like us to, I don't know, evolve, I guess. But still, bro, buying it at 0.6, I feel like that's a mistake. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah,
I'm
not buying it at 0.6, buying 3 at 0.6. Let's just make it very, very clear. All right.
Oh man.
And it's simply because they're worth 1.5 Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
That's their value. That's what they're worth. We saw it 3 days ago. They were the box before this, when no one knew what was happening, was sitting at 1.5 Ethereum. That's what they're worth all day. And once all the fudders get out and the people who are upset, now look, I do believe they made a mistake, and they made another mistake. So let's talk about the shoe side of things. They then said, okay, that NFT, that the Monolith 2 box was turned into the lacing engine, is going to guarantee you the ability to forge, is what they call it, when you convert a digital to a physical, for these 4 different versions of physical shoes. Now, these shoes, visually, the only one I really like is this one over here, to be honest. Visually, I'd be interested what you think, Kate. I mean,
I like the ones on the far left, the white ones.
This one,
yeah, I like that one.
It's
like
I mean,
I was gonna say I don't like it, but like of all the 4 that I see, I would probably have to get that one, but I don't particularly love it.
I'm going to show you better pictures of them.
Okay.
So that's my favorite, but different ones are more expensive, right?
Sure.
But let's just look at the shoes first. Stone's not bad. It's just a bit girly. That one's very girly.
Yeah, you know, it is kind of girly, but I don't know, dude. The rest
that's my favorite one.
That's fucking ugly, dude.
But
okay, that was